to do your dirty work. Oh yeah. I don't want to do your dirty work no more. I'm a fool to do your dirty work. Oh yeah.
Hey guys, I'm back. Currently shut in by a hurricane. As you can see, it's nearly unbearable outside. For real though, there is a hurricane. I'm in South Carolina. It's currently beating the hell out of North Carolina. But I'm in South Carolina. Currently, still just pretty much wind and rain here. But still hurricane, so kind of just chilling. And thought, I'm bored because, you know, hurricanes. So, what I'm going to do is show, technically, now, Ross, please don't send your fan base to lynch me. Basically, Ross did a video not long ago. If you don't know, Ross is MGF. I'm sure you know if you're watching this channel as a regular. I'm sure you know who MGF is. Basically, he did a video not long ago called I forgot what it's called, but it's like his top 10 best things he's ever made, and he's the first one to do it in video form. However, I've done this a few times actually. I did it not long ago actually on Instagram in a picture. And because of that, this video is going to be 2 parts, because I'm going to do this part with top 10 favorite things I've made 100% I didn't have any help with, and then I'm going to do another one with collaboration figures, basically figures that someone has helped me in some way, either painted something for me, sculpted something, whatnot. So, as for an order, I don't really have a definite order. I do know what definitely number 1 is, and I'll save that one for last, but as for a specific order to these figures, I don't really have one, and that's fine. You don't, I've narrowed them down to the top 10, but I don't have them narrowed down to which one is my favorite, except for one of them, of course, so I'll show that one. But first, I just grabbed one, so first one to note is Manbat, and Manbat, I've chosen him because, I mean, look at this boy. He's got, I mean, the wings are just, I mean, the wing, I don't know how, this is going to be a weird video. I don't know how to describe why I like these so much, I just do. But I do know the color is all off. Can we fix that at all? Yeah. White balance. Did that work? No, that didn't work at all. Oh well, we'll deal with it. It'll fix itself somehow. But let's try this. Is this gonna help at all? Like these. That helps a little bit. Okay, so basically, Manbat here. It took a lot of work. I mean, these wings are made out of toothpicks, green stuff, and like fabric. His torso is all sculpted. He's got these cool chicken legs that Bill Bobful designed to give that animalistic look. His head, you know, he's got this sculpted head with the teeth in there. Yeah, the teeth are in there. His nose, his snout. You know, he looks kind of terrifying from the side. And he's gray. I went with a gray Manbat. A lot of people do brown. There are cases of Manbat being a little gray fella, so that's what I went with. So there's Manbat. Really like this guy. One of my favorites, definitely. So just grabbing another one. He's an oldie. Groot. This is by far my favorite MCU character, and I mean adult Groot. I don't care about teen Groot or baby Groot that much. Adult Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Technically that's a different character anyway, so it counts. Love this figure, woody arms and legs. It's pretty much just a paint job, you know, kind of some of the sculpting, you know, on the torso could be done better. This was also made a while ago. The best part about it is the face, I think. I think I nailed it. This is actually an updated face this is the final version. This guy's been tweaked a couple of times, but I think this definitely came out good. And I mean, I have the hot toys of this guy, so I definitely like this character, so it's no surprise that I like this figure a decent amount too. So there's that guy. And if you hear creaking, I know a lot of people ask, is that farts? That's actually the table. If I push the table, you can hear it. So I'm not pooting, as some of you have pointed out. So okay. Next, Telltale Joker. Telltale Joker here, mainly because he's just pretty unique Joker-wise. He's got like his untucked shirt, he's got a belt, his shirt's he's got a tie that's really loose around him. He's got all this, I like to call it 90s Taco Bell booth pattern all over him. If you look at his arms, you can see all the different patterns on the coat and all. The head itself is unique. He's got this eyeshadow, a little curly Q hanging down. So a lot of different methods on here, electrical tape, fabric, paint schemes. So just overall I like it. The hands are painted, so that's something I rarely do just because of the paint chips. I say, as pretty much almost all the figures in this have modified hands in some way that I'm going to show. But yeah, that's it for Telltale Joker. He's pretty simple, but you know, I just really like this guy. The colors are really satisfying to me. This like purplish blue for the coat, and the purple in his shoes. He's got mismatching shoes on purpose. So, you know, just really satisfying to look at for me. So I like him. Next, grabbing this one. Here's Ryuk from the Death Note anime. Still really like this guy mainly because of this head. I mean, I love this face. I painted this face entirely. There's nothing printed on here. It was painted 100%. He's got his little earring too that I glued onto the hairpiece. The hairpiece works perfect. It's the Joker hair. And then the body itself is just so unique proportion-wise. The arms are so long and the legs are so lanky. Like, he's just so lanky and long, and like did this little shading technique with the pavement gray you can see on his arms and legs. He's got his belt, you know. He's got these minifig hands on his back for the wings. I almost never put those wings on there, but a little hair on his butt. But get that the toothpicks on his shoulders for the like spikes. So I just really like this figure. He came out. He's one, and like I actually did watch the anime. I watched the Netflix movie and then I watched most of the anime. The anime got pretty boring like halfway through, so I stopped. But I did like this character a lot, so I didn't know who this is. I did watch it. I didn't just make it to make it. So really did like that character and how this came out. You're gonna hear that a lot. Next, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Option 4. We got 6 more. I'll grab you. You have Pong Krell from Star Wars: The Clone Wars. This is a guy I always said I wanted to make, and I did recently. So just a whole lot of sculpting, fabric work for the robes. Under the robes, you know, I cut torsos up to get these forearms on here. All of his arms are still posable. You can still move them. These two, the lower arms get stuck to the belt because of the paint on paint, so they don't move as easy, but they all can move. Head can come off. You can it's actually just a normal head, so you can put this head on any body if you want. But it just attaches that stud right there. But yeah, he's really tall too. You know, most of these figures are also got some height to them. Manbat, Ryuk, Groot. This guy. Actually, the rest of them are just pretty standard, but he's got some height to him. So, next, Deathstroke. I know for a fact this is the one and only Delta Customs favorite figure of mine. So, Deathstroke, and he's also kind of nostalgic too. The very first figure I ever posted was where is he? He's right up here actually. The very first figure I posted was my first version. This is actually the second version of the first version, but was this guy's really old Deathstroke figure, so that was a while ago. So it's cool to see how time passes and things change, and you make characters that look a lot better than you did before. So, you know, everyone improves. I guess this is the thing to come out of that one. So, enjoy that one. Next, boop. Darth Maul, because he looks really cool. I love this head that I made with all the horns on it. Made it from scratch, painted the whole face, painted. This is actually Mandalore Maul from the Clone Wars, so all this electrical tape, belt, and wrist gauntlets too. Fabric work, sculpting, so decent amount of stuff to do on him, but main reason I like this guy is this head. I really like this head. So there's that. 3 more. I can actually definitely say that these, well, this one, Iron Man Mark 45, this is probably the most sculpting I've ever done on a figure. Really don't sculpt that much, so I definitely sculpted a lot on him just for all of the armor bits. None of this was, I usually do plastic card and stuff like that for armor, but this guy was 100% sculpted, all the 3D elements, the helmet, and all all that. And then, you know, he does have a Tony Stark head underneath. This is a helmet, can't come off. So, but I really like how this guy came out. You can see the arc reactors painted in the hand, or the repulsors, I guess, what they're called. The arc reactors in the center, but really like how this guy came out. Alright, so these two are probably definitely my top two. I don't have any of the other ones numbered, but this one and the next one are definitely my numbers 2 and 1 for favorites. So, number 2, Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean. I love this figure. I love all the tentacles, all the gunk and the barnacles on him. I love the sleeve coming over the back. I love the coat, all the barnacles and crap on the back, the peg leg, the claw arm, tentacles on this hand, you know, and the belt, the coat underneath. I love how grimy he looks in this. I just love this figure overall. So very, very happy with how he came out. Definitely one of my favorites, and I'd say one of my best. And my number 1 favorite thing I've ever made is this little thing right here. I adore this little Judy Hopps from Zootopia, this little micro figure. I don't know why I can't get past it. I haven't even seen the movie in a long time since I made those videos. That's the last time I watched those movies, well, that movie. But this has been my Flickr profile picture zoomed in on this face for like 2 years now. And it hasn't changed, so it's been that zoomed in. It's probably like I can't believe how I got the face to look this nice, you know, the paint wise at least. So, you know, this is version 2 as well. I have another one. That one didn't come out as good, but no, this is definitely probably my favorite thing I've ever made, and I don't know why. This is this little bunny, but let me make some semblance of a thumbnail. There's no way I'm gonna be able to fit everyone in here. I'll drag in some of them. That'll work. Okay, so yeah, that's it for, I guess you could say, part 1. Those were my top 10 that I've made specifically. Like I said, I'm gonna do another part of top 10 collaboration figures eventually. I will be doing that, but these are probably my favorite things I've ever made at this point. Things are subject to change, opinions change, but really like all of these. You know, been doing it. I don't really paint that much anymore. If I do still do stuff, I still stick to pure stuff mostly, just because the painting stuff takes a lot longer to do, and you know, you gotta have motivation to do it. What's the last thing I made? Oh yeah, the last thing I made was something I haven't even shown on. I made a dead shot and a Harley Quinn, and they're not even on YouTube yet. I'm waiting on another thing to show them first, but so I'm doing this video. So yeah, shout out to Ross, I reckon, because he did do this too, but. Not copying him technically, because I did this before him on Instagram, but I'm doing a video of it now. So thanks for watching. Let me know which of your favorites. Someone also mentioned they wanted me to do a video of like all of my display cases. That might happen. We'll see. But thank you for watching. Let me know what you think down below. Which of these is your favorite? If you agree or disagree with me. And thanks for watching.